everyone. Welcome back to week 2 of Hogwarts Express. This is Chad. So this week, I think we're gonna do a bunch of community stuff like Broadway Bowling and 12 Drinks of Christmas. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Great. So I thought who better to teach us about the community here at Harry Potter and the Cursed Child than Chad, our very own sorting hat. So we're gonna do it selfie style. So if I shake it, don't worry about it. So I have a few questions because I consider you to be sort of the sun that this company revolves around. I feel like you've been here a very long time, and I didn't mean to hit very.
Very was very long. Yes, well, you're not lying.
Yeah. So how did you first get started here?
I first got started in the San Francisco company. It was Thanksgiving 2021.
Whoa. Okay.
My first performance was January 2022.
Yeah.
And I was a swing at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were a swing, and now you're the sorting hat on Broadway.
Yes, and I'm sorting hat.
Was there someone who, I don't know, looked after you when you were in a show, whether it be this one or another show? Do you have a memory of that?
I mean, in my biggest memory is just in San Francisco. We were in what was called the trailer park, which was
what does that mean?
It was a dressing room underneath the stage, and it was so teeny, but it was all the swing men, all the swing boys that played students,
right,
and all the students. And so it was maybe 14 of us in this teeny room.
Yeah.
And we just kind of were such a community within that room. And we kind of all looked out for each other, especially all the swings and that production were new to the show. And so we had each other's backs, and it was kind of first like idea of like, oh, it's very, I know it's a business, but it's very familial. And so maybe because that was all I knew.
Right.
You know,
right. You've carried it over here.
Start. Yeah.
I think this sets the tone for this week because, I don't know, we have this like Christmas celebration coming up and everything. So I wanted to talk to you first. Oh, wait, let me zoom out so we can see. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Sarah, can you tell me what you're doing here right now?
I am making our Wham's Christmas tree.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of space, so we got creative.
It's sort of 2D.
Right?
Yeah.
We put the Polar Express on the wall to create our lovely tree. And we're working on our star, so we'll get that up. And our lucky number is at the top.
A 2D Christmas tree. Every boy's dream. Caleb, can you tell me what's going on over here?
Okay.
Can you tell me what's going on again?
Nothing's going on.
Oh, nothing's going on? No? So where are we headed to right now? Hey Caleb, where are we headed to right now?
So every day, 30 minutes before top of show, our lovely stage manager, Chris, reads our attendance list for those who have signed in and those who haven't. Evidently today, because I wanted to be an example to you, the viewer, of what happens when you don't sign in, Chris called my name on the intercom of shame and asked me to sign in.
Oh, well, at least Betty didn't make up a song for you.
You're right.
Today.
Wait, did someone not sign in?
Yeah,
let's sign in. I'm signing in now. I'm good. Huzzah!
Huzzah! I'm just gonna start filming right now.
Why? That's so mean.
Hey, all, guess who's here? My dad from tour is here.
Hi.
Ben Tice from the tour of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. We did it last year, and he came in to say hi today because you were in town. Well, you're always in town, but you're in town now. I'm so bad at yelling.
You just don't come to see me.
I know.
That's the problem.
We've been planning breakfast for like months.
Not breakfast, brunch.
Brunch. Okay, it's very important. Brunch. You can imagine this for a year straight, right?
This
literally.
is so boring.
I know.
No one will like this.
No one will like it.
No one will like it.
I know. Anyway, where are you from, Ben?
I'm originally from Belgium.
Oh, is that true?
That's right.
Yeah. So right now I have 2 fathers in the building.
Yeah, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. How was it watching today? Because you watched a little snippet of it.
A little bit the second half. Well, I actually saw Oedipus.
Oh yes,
is
you
what
did.
I saw.
I know.
I'm
seeing it next week.
A little bit later, and that's also about fathers.
Right. In a
lot about fathers.
In a very different way.
Yeah.
In a very different way. Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely in a different way.
Even in the shot. I think our hair's cut. Oh God.
I really miss you.
I miss you too, buddy. I really do.
I really miss you.
I really do. It's really strange to be in the building.
Right.
Because it's like I feel like I've never seen this play.
Yeah.
Like listening to it's like it's brand new.
Yeah.
And it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah. I love you. I love you so much. Meet our star bowler here, Logan Becker. Yeah.
Star is a word, but
Star is a word.
Star is
You're
a word.
the newest member of the bowling team.
Newest member of the bowling team.
Because we've just started.
We're trying.
This guy got something.
We're trying to get the morale up in our team.
Yeah.
We might be second to last.
Yeah.
But we have heart.
We do. Oh.
Too much heart, I guess.
Too much.
Like,
Really.
this might be like a bigger deal than being on Broadway.
I think so too. I think so too.
When
Yeah.
softball comes around.
Right. So there's so many traditions here in the Broadway community. Crazy. But Broadway, we have a Broadway Bowling League and we have a Broadway Softball League. Apparently people get really intense about that one.
I know, I've heard.
I find it so strange that like, I grew up watching these videos, like watching the Broadway bowling stuff, and now we're here. I did. And now like we're here. Yeah, isn't that like so amazing?
Yeah, it's nice to be on the other side.
Yeah. I lived in New York for like a year before tour, and it was so lonely. Because it was like, I didn't have a community.
And now
we have one.
And now you do.
And now we do. Oh.
Again. So your first time ever at Broadway Bowling, what was the feeling? Was it something that you knew about?
Yeah, so I'd watched these vlogs and like for like years and then heard about Broadway Bowling. And that sort of felt like if I go to Broadway Bowling, like it's actually real. Because all the time during rehearsal, it was like, this isn't real. This isn't really happening. And then I was at Broadway Bowling, I was like, oh my God, wait. I'm like, here. They let me into the building.
You're part of the community.
I know, yeah. But my first Broadway Bowling, I got a strike, and a spare, and a spare, and I haven't hit that high ever again.
Oh wait, I remember that.
Yeah, right. People are like, oh my God, he's something good, and then I fizzled.
No,
I
maybe I
fizzled
was like, oh,
out.
you better come every week.
I know.
Doing 8 shows a week.
Yeah, I know. Darby teaching us Broadway bowling out again. Okay. You get this thing away from me.
Exhilarating.
Can I give you a post to interview?
Yeah. Wait, I gotta have like a towel around the back.
Oh yeah. There's not even water in it. Okay, so you just scored a spare.
Absolutely,
And
yeah.
how are you feeling right now?
You know what? I'm really grateful for my team right now.
Yeah.
We work really hard together, and I'm so grateful that we have our wonderful training team.
Yeah.
And we work really,
training
really
team?
hard for this. Yeah. And so I'm grateful. Ultimately, I thank God. Hey, I thank God.
Hi everyone. I'm walking out of Broadway Bowling right now. And I don't know. Hanging around these people always make me feel very grateful. I feel very grateful to be part of this group, this cast, this crew, this company. They're the nicest in the biz. And they're helping, I'm scared every time I go on stage, And I don't know, experiencing Broadway Bowling and all of these like theater traditions that always felt like at an arm's reach. I don't know. It helps me feel grateful, and these people always like have a laugh or like a shoulder or anything I need. And that feels so special for I don't know, a greenie like me. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm headed to the subway. And there goes my train. Midnight in New York.
Are we rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
We're rolling.
And action.
With the Malfoys.
Yeah, so it's before the show, so our lights aren't on, so you're getting fluorescent Malfoys
Slightly
today.
hazy, but fear not, because I brought in
Oh,
a golf club.
a weapon.
It's a it's a putter.
It's a putter.
Some would say it's
Putter?
a Harry
Potter. That's the kind of banter you can
How are
expect
you
from us.
feeling, young man?
I was out sick yesterday.
I know.
so
It's very upsetting to see.
I know.
it.
It always feels weird to call out of a show. I feel very like I think there's like an internal system where like if you're perfect, you don't have to like call out or like you don't have to do that, but you have to take care of yourself.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
Because first of all, thanks for the call.
Right.
John didn't call me. Apparently he was asleep, resting.
Yeah. Unlike me, I was out doing my runs.
Which is what, no, to be fair to him, he was walking the dog
yeah.
But it was bizarre. I've just got so used to you calling you son.
Right, yeah, so you had a different son. You had James on as
and I saw him for the first time on stage, back of his head, turns around, I'm like, where is... Oh yes, he's not well. But I think it must be, especially for you and Skelley, it'd probably be the hardest thing to do is to say, I'm out.
Right, yeah, because it feels like I'm like, oh no, but I want to, there's like that thing and like you're expecting that everyone's disappointed for you.
Yeah.
And everyone reaches out and is like, no, like in this line of work you need breaks. Like, you need breaks and you need
breaks as well. You don't want to take the rest of the company down with
Right.
whatever you've got.
Right, yeah.
Because that's really
selfish if you go into work,
Especially as we're coming up to the Christmas time.
Marathon.
Worst case scenario would be that you have to take 5 days off, 6 days off.
Right.
Because you're in hospital or you're getting
Or like I was injured on tour. I took 2 months off because like my Achilles was strained.
And could that have been prevented? Or that could have been
maybe if I had
clocked it earlier.
Yeah, literally. So, I also wanted to ask you how you're feeling now that like you're so far into the run, even though it's been a couple weeks, but like
it's so weird.
Yeah, it's like the repetition of it becomes comfortable, but it also never becomes normal. You're never like, let's just work, you know?
It's never just work. I refuse to be indifferent. It's nuts. I mean, yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before that? I was lucky enough to be presenting at Broadway Cares.
Yeah.
So I'm on stage giving Lin-Manuel an award, while in my head going, how did I get here? It's nuts. And then the best part is, I think, I thought before coming in, oh mate, we don't work from 9 to 5. We just turn up at 5 p.m, do a few hours, and then we're off. Right. It's a lot more than that. It's a lot more than that. Not just with stage door and all the other stuff in between it, but every single time I get to hear the cues go on, I just get buzzing.
There's no like people are like, oh, do you ever get bored of it? It's like I'm like as soon as I'm wheeled on stage, it's like the empathetic energy of knowing that this is someone's first time.
Yes.
And that in a way it's my first time in this moment. There's
Yeah.
never a moment where I hear the music start to kick up and I don't go like, oh my god.
You know what's cool about it as well is that you can't hear smiles and you can't hear frowns.
Right.
But you can hear. There's so many moments, obviously, for you, but you can hear when you and Emmett first hey! And they say magic isn't real. Boom! And action! Well, that's literally it. When you and Emmett come out on stage and you get that golden glow, you can literally hear the whole audience go,
yeah.
And 1,600 people all doing that at the same time.
I know.
It's a good thing.
And you can never get used to it. So I'm glad you're not used to it.
By the way, the lights are on at 5, which means I'm late for this interview.
Alright, we gotta go.
Peace out, boys.
Peace.
Hey, explain what's happening.
Okay, so we're untangling this so it can go on that. Happy holidays. Oh, we're like little elves.
We are literally echoes. Perfect, Bradley.
Wow. Yay.
Yay! Yes.
All right.
I think it's just I don't want a lot. 3, 2, 1.
Good work.
Teamwork makes the dream
Good
work.
answer. Great take.
Six over there. Give them to me.
It's Christmas at Hogwarts. Okay, so we just got done with our first show, which you know what that means. It is time for Harry reads. This time, Chamber of Secrets.
Harry grabbed the diary and dashed out of the office. He could hear Darby's squeals of pain receding around the corner. Quickly, wondering if this plan could possibly work, Harry took off one of his shoes, pulled off his slimy, filthy sock, and stuffed the diary into it. Then he ran down the dark corridor. He caught up with them at the top of the stairs. "Mr. Malfoy," he gasped, skidding to a halt. "I've got something for you." And he forced the smelly sock into Lucius Malfoy's hand. "What the?" Mr. Malfoy ripped the sock off the diary, threw it aside, then looked furiously from the ruined book to Harry. "You'll meet the same sticky end as your parents one of these days, Harry Potter."
What's going on here?
Hi.
Hey! It's cartoon time.
It's cartoon time.
It's Sunday. And then we got some potato chips at the stage, or chocolate covered potato chips. Oh. Ready?
Very hard to read your reaction right now.
Okay. I would say it's great because it's chocolate and a chip, but it's sort of the worst. It sort of accentuates. It's so good. How are you doing, Emmett Smith?
I'm good. I'm tie-tie.
Tie-tie.
I'm about to be so
Right,
alive.
right. Your juice. Your juice.
Do you want to do what we used to do, which was week highlight?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sunday.
What was the highlight of your week?
Well, you ask me.
Right. Oh yeah, that's actually a great idea. What was yours?
No.
Highlight of my week. Wow, I don't know. I just I feel like I haven't gotten to the point. We're so new right now that I haven't gotten to the point where things feel distinct.
Cause it's still wayfinding.
Yeah, it's still trying to find my way.
There someday find my way. I'll be strong. I could go most anywhere to feel like I belong.
Thank you so much for joining me for another amazing week here at Hogwarts Express. We had an amazing week here. We went to Broadway Bowling. We learned all about that. We had more 12 Drinks of Christmas. We set up the Christmas trees. It's the holidays here at the Lyric Theater, and I think everyone's feeling it. We met some more people. We interviewed Chad, interviewed Tom, and had an amazing week here, I think. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. And next week we have a really exciting episode because I'm headed to Boston. Those of us who are on the tour are going up to Boston to meet our friends there because we're doing the Yule Ball, the annual Yuletide Ball set up by our friends there on the tour. So we're going to do a little road trip next week and meet all the people there and learn what the difference between tour life and Broadway life are. And you'll see where Emma and I come from, which is really wonderful. So it will be really wonderful to see you there, and I cannot wait to take you. And until then, have a great week. I'll see you next Tuesday, and I'm getting the hang of it. That's the Broadway.com hat. I'm really, really, really excited that you're here with me for another 4 weeks. So thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you next week. All right, bye-bye.